My mother's name lights up my phone for the fourth time in 10 minutes. I let it vibrate itself silent on my marble kitchen counter, the sound sharp against the quiet of my downtown Seattle apartment. Outside my floor-to-ceiling windows, the city glows steel, glass, ambition. A world I built alone, a far cry from the narrow farmhouse in rural Ohio where I learned early how to disappear. Another buzz. This time it's an email from Richard Collins. Subject: don't embarrass this family. My jaw tightens as I open it. Your sister's engagement party is this weekend. People are already asking where you are. If you don't show up and act like part of this family, don't expect help from us ever again. Help! The word almost makes me laugh. A voicemail notification pops up. I hit play, curiosity winning over restraint. Emily, my father's voice booms through the speaker, sharp and familiar. This little phase of yours ends now. Your sister needs support, not jealousy. You will be here this weekend. Call me back. Jealousy. I walk to my closet and pull a slim black folder from behind my coats. Inside, my diploma catches the light. Emily Collins, Master of Computer Science, Stanford University, graduated with honors. Now a senior cybersecurity analyst. 7-figure net worth. All achievements my family knows nothing about because they never asked. My phone buzzes again. A text from my younger sister, Lily. Dad says if you don't come, you're dead to us. I glance at the calendar on my desk. Lily's engagement weekend circled in aggressive red. 4 days, 3 events, 1 golden child. I open my banking app without thinking. The numbers stare back, solid and undeniable. I don't need them. Haven't for years. A memory surfaces 3rd grade. I stood in the kitchen holding a spelling bee trophy while Mom flipped through a catalog. That's nice, Em, she said absently. That same night, Lily came home with a participation ribbon from cheer camp. They ordered pizza to celebrate. Another memory. High school. I won a state math competition. My parents skipped the ceremony because Lily had a dance recital. She stood in the back row. They brought her flowers. I set my phone down and breathed slowly. I'm not invisible anymore. And if they want me to come home, then this time, I won't come back small. I open my laptop and book a flight. First class. They're about to meet the version of me they never bothered to see. The rental car crunches over the familiar gravel driveway, each sound pulling me backward in time. Banners stretch across the front porch, white and gold. Lily and Mark in looping script. Balloon arches. Catering vans. The Collins house has been transformed into a Pinterest board. My mother opens the door before I knock. Emily, she says, already pulling me into a hug that feels rehearsed. You finally decided to come. Decided. Inside, the house smells like candles and fresh paint. Every surface is cluttered with floral samples, guest lists, seating charts. Controlled chaos, Lily's favorite environment. My father steps out of the study, glasses perched on his nose. He looks me up and down once, then nods. Good. You're here, he says, handing me a stack of programs. These need folding, and the welcome bags aren't done. We're behind. No hug. No, how have you been? Just tasks. Some things never change. I just arrived, I say evenly. And now you have something useful to do, he replies, already turning away. Lily appears at the top of the stairs, phone pressed to her ear. No, I said ivory. Not cream, do you even listen? She spots me and holds up a finger. I'll call you back. She descends, air kissing my cheek. Wow, Em, you look different. Nice to see you too. She sighs dramatically. Mom's stressed. Dad's impossible. And Mark's parents are judging everything. So please just don't cause problems. Cause problems. I set my bag down. Mark arrives later that evening, carrying a bottle of wine that costs more than my first car. He's tall, polished, confident in a way that demands attention. So you're the mysterious older sister, he says, gripping my hand a second too long. Lily says you're into computers? I work in cybersecurity. He chuckles. Cute. I'm in private investments, mostly high net worth clients. We're launching something huge after the wedding. My father leans forward, visibly impressed. Mark's got incredible instincts. I ask casually, which firm? Mark's smile flickers. We're independent, disrupting the traditional model. I nod, filing it away. Later, looking for tape in my father's study, I find a folder left open on the desk. Home equity loan approved 2 weeks ago. My stomach drops. Voices drift from the hallway. Are you sure about this? My mother whispers. That's almost all our savings. It's an investment, my father snaps. Mark guaranteed returns. Guaranteed? I step back quietly, heart pounding. This isn't just favoritism anymore. This is danger. And I can already see the storm forming. One they'll swear they never saw coming. I don't sleep that night. The guest room feels smaller than it did when I was 17. Like the walls remember every version of me that tried to disappear inside them. At dawn, I open my laptop and let instinct take over. Names, shell companies, domain registrations. Mark Harrison is clean. Too clean. By mid-morning, coffee cold beside me, I find the first crack, a Delaware LLC, registered 18 months ago under a slightly different spelling. Same phone number, same business address. No employees. I keep digging. Another name surfaces, then another. Different states, different companies. Same pattern. Short lifespan. Investor wins, then silence. My phone buzzes. Where are you? Lily texts. We need help with place cards. I close the laptop and head downstairs. The dining room is chaos. Lily sits at the center, mascara smudged, surrounded by half-finished table settings. You always vanish when things get stressful, she snaps as I enter. This is my engagement weekend, Emily. I was working. On what? She laughs bitterly. Your little job. I take a breath. Lily, I think we need to talk about Mark. The room stills. She looks at me like I've insulted her. What about him? I don't think he's who he says he is. My mother gasps softly. Emily, please. Not now. He's convinced Dad to take out a home equity loan, I say. Do you know that? Lily stands. That's none of your business. It becomes my business when it puts this family at risk. My father storms in. Enough. I won't have you undermining this household. I ran background checks, I say, opening my laptop. There are multiple companies tied to him. Same structure, same exit pattern. Mark chooses that moment to appear in the doorway, expression calm, curated. Sounds like someone's been Googling, he says lightly. I turn the screen toward them. These aren't coincidences. He shrugs. Innovation looks messy to people who don't understand it. My father nods immediately. Exactly. Lily's voice breaks. Why can't you just be happy for me? The question hits harder than any accusation. I'm trying to protect you. From what? She cries. From being loved. The room closes in. I realize then I could show them everything, and they'd still choose the story that hurts least. I close my laptop slowly. Fine, I say quietly. But when this ends badly, remember I warned you. Mark smiles, relieved. But as his eyes meet mine, I see it. Recognition. He knows I see him. And that's when I decide, if they won't listen to the truth, then I'll let the truth find them. I leave the house before sunrise. Not in defeat. In preparation. Rosie's Diner still smells like burnt coffee and nostalgia. The kind of place that never updates its menu because it doesn't need to. I slide into a booth, open my laptop, and reconnect the dots Mark thinks no one can see. A burner phone number, a fake investor testimonial video, an exclusive platform that's nothing more than a mirrored website. By noon, I have enough to ruin him. The final piece comes from an unexpected voice. You look exactly like your mother, the woman says, sitting across from me with trembling hands. I wish someone had warned me too. Her name is Susan. 2 years ago, she almost married a man named Matthew Hale. Same face, same voice, same promises. He vanished 3 days before the wedding, she whispers. Took my savings, my parents' retirement. She slides a folder across the table. Bank statements, photos, a police report stamped unresolved. The same man, different name. I thank her, heart steady now. The engagement party is already underway when I return. Laughter spills across the backyard. Champagne glasses clinking beneath white canopies. Lily beams in the center of it all. Mark stands beside her, playing Prince. I step forward. We need to talk, I say, loud enough for the nearest guests to hear. Lily's smile falters. Emily, now is not the time. It is. I lay the documents out on the table, one by one. Calm, precise. This is Mark, I say, or Matthew, or Daniel, or whoever he's pretending to be this year. Mark laughs sharply. This is harassment. I tap a photo. That's you. Susan steps forward from the crowd. He stole from me. she says, voice shaking but clear. And from my family. Silence slams into the yard. My father's face drains of color. Mark, is this true? Mark's jaw tightens. For the first time, the charm cracks. This woman is unstable, he snaps. Emily's always been jealous. She couldn't stand not being the center of attention. Lily looks between us, confusion blooming into fear. Tell them, she whispers. Tell them this isn't real. Mark doesn't answer. Instead, he reaches for Lily's hand. We should go, he mutters. That's when the sirens cut through the air. Red and blue lights flash at the end of the driveway. Mark lets go and runs. Two officers move fast. Guests gasp. Someone screams. Lily collapses into a chair. My father sinks beside her, staring at the papers like they're written in a foreign language. I stand alone, the truth finally visible. But instead of gratitude, my mother turns to me, eyes blazing. Why would you do this here? She demands. You ruined everything. I meet her gaze without flinching. No, I say quietly. He did. And this time, I don't shrink. The house is silent the next morning. No planners, no flowers, no illusion left to protect. Lily sits at the kitchen table in yesterday's makeup, staring into a cold cup of tea. My father hasn't slept. My mother hasn't stopped crying. The wedding is officially cancelled. They took him in for questioning. My father says hoarsely, the accounts are frozen. Some money might be recoverable. Might. No one says thank you. Instead, my mother folds her arms. If you'd just kept quiet, Lily wouldn't be humiliated. I exhale slowly. I warned you, I say. You chose not to listen. Lily finally looks at me. You wanted to be right. No, I reply. I wanted you safe. My father straightens, reaching for authority that no longer works. This family needs to stick together now. You have resources. You could help us recover. There it is. The only time I've ever mattered. I reach into my bag and place a single envelope on the table. I already did. Inside is a printed list contacts for fraud attorneys, financial recovery specialists, and a breakdown of the evidence I submitted. I will not give you money. I continue. I will not fix this for you. I will not be your emergency fund. My mother gasps. How can you be so cold? I learned from the best, I say softly. Silence stretches. I built my life without you, I add. I'm proud of it, but I won't keep shrinking to make this family comfortable. Lily's voice cracks. So that's it? You save us and walk away? I didn't save you, I say. I stopped the damage. The rest is yours. I stand, sling my bag over my shoulder, and pause at the doorway. For what it's worth, I tell Lily, you deserved someone real. Outside, the air feels lighter. Back in Seattle, my apartment welcomes me like an exhale. The diploma goes up on the wall that same night, no longer hidden. Weeks later, I get a text from Lily. I started therapy. I'm sorry I never saw you. I don't reply right away. Some bridges aren't burned. They're simply no longer crossed. I sip my coffee by the window, watching the city move forward. I was invisible for years. But the best revenge? Living loudly, honestly, and on my own terms. And this time, they can't look away.